Let's try this again. Hello peeps and welcome back to Modded Minecraft with Nightdagger. Last episode we did blood magic. Or at least the last episode that you guys saw, we did blood magic. I tried to record one on Thaumcraft and I had some serious trouble when I tried to use the network receiver and network transmitter from Refined Storage. I don't know exactly what happened, but my game started freezing like all holy hell. I was getting 2-second lag every 5 seconds. It was completely unplayable. So I exited out, I removed all the crap, I restarted the game, and I have gotten it to work. But first, let me show you, well, first let me take a selfie. No. I don't even know what the key is for that. Is it F5? Yeah. There. I built something. And I think it looks pretty good. Ow, hi cat. This is our new Thaumcraft Room. It's out in the magical forest. I think it looks pretty snazzy. Especially the inside with the Enderman heads that just kind of swing around to watch you work. I kind of like it. Anyway, here's the network receiver. This thing is connected to a network transmitter back in my base. As far as I can tell, you need to put the network receiver down first, and then key a network card to that, and then you put the transmitter down in base. This thing also doesn't require power. It gets its power from the transmitter back at home. So I have a crafting grid on here that I can just completely interact with and get access to everything back in my base. It's nice. I don't have to walk back for everything. So, time's a-wasting. Let's get started. Here I have an infinite water source. We're going to need that in a little bit. And here I have my Arcane Workbench, which we're going to put down. We're going to load full of all of these crystals. I also have this wood table, which if I put that down and take some of these Scribing Tools and right-click that, bam, research table. This works a lot differently than it did in the original Thaumcraft, and we're gonna explore a little bit of that. But first, we need our Thaumonomicon. I have done a little bit of research into how the new Thaumcraft works. I didn't look too deep into it. I just looked for some basic concepts because I want to try and learn this as we go. So, we have theory crafting. Need to create a comfortable workspace to do my research with ample supplies of writing materials and paper. Paper, from what I understand, is going to be a severe need in this mod pack. So, I've got half a stack here. We're going to put that in there. And we're going to keep half a stack on me. Apparently, scanning things with the thermometer can give you special researches. I thought I saw something that I hadn't researched yet. I don't know. Anyway, so we can just walk around and we can start researching crap. Including this stupid sheep over here that won't stop baying at me. Really? I can't research the sheep? No research on the sheep. Aha! Research completed. Plants. Also, there is a silverleaf tree over here that I need to research. And a V-shroom. Now if I look around, somewhere around here, there's probably more stuff that I could research, but I'm going to kind of try and do most of that off camera. You guys have seen the basics of research with the thermometer. Now, I should point out, in the upper corner, right up here, there's a meter. And if I hold down Shift, I get numbers. The 355.8 is the total amount of V that is available in this area. The 29.5 is the amount of flux that is available in this area. Obviously, flux, not a great thing. And light spike. Hopefully that's just a momentary one and it doesn't become a big problem. I hope. Alright, so we've got all that. So, now we've got that. So I've got that. Now that I have a workspace, I should start performing some research. I can now formulate theories on how to manipulate magic to my own ends. Make sure the table has plenty of paper and ample ink for my scribing tools. I can now choose to start researching the theory. At the top of the page, see how much inspiration, represented by light bulbs, is available to me for this round of research. When I do a stack of papers will appear on the left. If I select them, I'll be given the choice of 2 research paths that I can follow. Some choices require items. Anything marked with a golden exclamation point will be consumed if that card is chosen. Oh, this is complicated. Keep drawing to further my knowledge. Should know, however, each choice I make will cost some of my inspiration. Once I run out, the research will be completed. The amount of initial inspiration available will increase as my knowledge of magic increases. Progress in research categories is shown as a percentage. 100% completion represents 1 full theory. Getting less than 100% in a category still counts, however, and will be added to your current knowledge once you complete your research. It's possible to get more than 100% in a category. Only the highest category will get the full bonus. All others will lose 33% of their total. Having access to a bookshelf will give me reference materials I can use during the research progress. It comes in the form of limited special draws that have a higher chance of occurring than normal. So, the more things that I have next to... Each aid you use reduces your initial inspiration. Alright, so, if I were to come over here now and create a theory, I should have 6. But I could select the Arcane Workbench, and that would reduce me to 5 inspiration, but I might get special bonuses for that. Let's start without that to start. Create theory. So, whoa, that's kind of small. That requires a Percantio V crystal. 15 alchemy and 1 bonus draw. There's also a chance I'll gain 1 inspiration. Or gain 15 to 30 progress in a completely random category. Let me turn off JEI. Or I guess it can't. That'll work. Because I know that stuff will appear over here. So let's go ahead and get a Percantio V crystal. I don't have any Percantio V. Oh, wait. I don't have access to Percantio yet. I only have access to the base V crystals. So I have to go with experimentation on this. Alright, so that gave me 15% in alchemy and 3% -1 in fundamentals. Metallum and Potentia. Neither of those will work. Ah, shit. Reject alchemy findings or synthesis. Alchemy is not vital in my current research. I will not gain any more progress in alchemy or draw any cards related to that, but my current progress will remain. So I guess, I don't have much of a choice here. I guess I could scrap the theory and start over. Yeah, let's just scrap the theory. Okay. So create a theory. Ordo and Perdicio. Those I have access to. So there's Perdicio. There's Ordo. So, when Essentia combines to form more complex forms, a number of interesting and intricate reactions take place. I'll learn much by combining Perditio Essence with Ordo Essence and then studying the resulting combination. Gain 40 Alchemy. Also a chance you'll gain 1 Inspiration. We're definitely going to take that. I didn't gain the 1 Inspiration. Shit. Well, I guess I'll reject the Alchemy findings. Each of these is going to use 2 Inspiration. So, 15 to 30 progress in a completely random category, or 25 progress divided evenly between all current active categories, which would basically just give me 25 in fundamentals, plus it'll give me a bonus draw. I obviously don't want to reject fundamentals. Rethink. Lose 10 progress, regain 1 inspiration, gain a bonus draw. Let's do experimentation. And total progress is split evenly among all current revealed and valid categories, and an additional category will gain the full bonus upon completion. Alright, so we'll do that, and we'll complete that theory. So, what exactly did that do for us? I don't know what that did for us. Knowledge totals. Okay, so I have some points in all of these observation things. I have a few points in theory fundamental. Oh, observation, I bet, is from me using the thermometer. So I'm starting to build some basic research in theory and alchemy, or fundamentals in alchemy, and a little bit in artifice. Let's take a look at discovering alchemy. Have my crucible. Do I have a crucible? I didn't think I actually made a crucible. I did make a crucible, so I don't need that. Alright. I am going to need some netherrack. And a flint and steel. Then over here, I really should have thought this out better. Let's go ahead and put our netherrack down. Light that on fucking fire. And place a crucible over it. Alright. Now, where did I get a permutatio crystal from? How did I get a permutatio crystal? Was that the result of the Ordo and... Huh. That's interesting. That must have been a result of an experiment I did. Maybe combining the Ordo and Perditio. Anyway, buckets. Need a bucket. Give me a bucket. Dominomicon. Alright, so... have my crucible. Glowstone is a steady sort of light, but require large handfuls of it for a light source, and it lacks style. Alright, so... energy, fire, and light. So basically what I need to do is I need to make Nitor. And I can't see the recipe for Nitor. Do I actually have the recipes anywhere? Fundamentals, newly discovered research. Ores, aspects of Essentia. Okay, I do know a lot of the aspects already. So that's good. Yeah, Permutatio is Perdicio and Ordo, so combining those crystals must have got me a Permutatio crystal. That's cool. Salus Mundus, Arcane Stone Brick. Yellow Knight. Oh, there we go. So, I need 10 Ignis, 10 Lux, and 10 Potentia. If we take a look in here, and we look at these and hold down Shift, we can actually see what's there. So, redstone is 10 Potentia. So, one piece of redstone. We need Lux, which is torches. Well, torches also add something else. How about just glowstone? Glowstone also adds something else. What about blocks? Blaze powder adds a lot of shit, actually. Although blaze rods... So, 2 blaze rods is 30 and 10. So if I get another piece of redstone, that's 30 and 30. Now I just need a way to get light. Unfortunately, I don't really have a way. Sulfur. I wish there was a cleaner source of lux. I'm going to have a little bit of flux going into the air here. I guess that's a good way to demonstrate, though. Right now, the flux in the air is 29.5, right? I'm also going to need 3 pieces of glowstone. Whoa, hi. So let's put the water in there, get that boiling. Now, from what I understand, right-clicking on the top of this thing with boiling water in it will cause it to consume whatever you're clicking with. So if I'm holding the blaze rods in my hand and I right-click down here, I'm okay. But as soon as I click up here, so, we're going to feed it the redstone, we're going to feed it the 1 piece of glowstone, and then we're going to toss in 3 glowstone for 3 Nitor. Now, what did that do? It actually didn't do anything to the flux. I'm kind of surprised. And as far as I can tell, that did burn off all of the essences. Although if I do that, yeah, still only 29.5 flux. Oh wait, this chunk's 27. So there might have been less flux in that chunk. Oh well. Regardless, we completed our research for making Nitor. I'm not sure what will happen to the excess essentia, but I can only assume it will eventually dissolve harmlessly. That's not actually what happens. But, yeah, whatever, I guess, huh? Celestial observation. I have noticed the link between phases of the moon and the speed at which the aura replenishes itself. A few minor tweaks to my thermometer should enable it to take measurements from objects in the sky. So I have to use Observation Fundamentals, Observation Artifice, and Observation Auramancy. So I have 28, 11, 43, 27, 10, 42. So it actually does use a point of that. Okay, so can I now use my thermometer to scan the sky? What about the moon? That did something. Celestial notes, lunar full. So what are these used for? The notes I gather should come in handy for theory crafting. So if I come over here and start crafting a theory, with that in my hand, can I put that in there? No. Let's go ahead and create a theory. Synthesis, I can't do these. I'll have to scrap that theory and start over. Aversio and Humanus. Or experimentation. So that got me some fundamentals research. More experimentation. Got me some artifice research. Total progress is split evenly amongst all currently revealed, and an additional category gets the full bonus, so let's go ahead and split that. And I can't do these because I need to have the lattice. So I have to scrap that theory and start over. Or I have to wait and get Stellar Northern Quadrant and Lunar Waxing Gibbous. So Stellar Northern Quadrant, I should be able to get by looking at the horizon and right-clicking, right? I've already studied that today. Oh yeah, Stellar Northern Quadrant. Okay. So I have that. Now I just need to get Moon Waxing Gibbous. I wonder if it would not be a bad idea to have a couple of research tables. Is this even a thing? Can I do that? Apparently I can. Spiritus, yeah, I can't do that theory. Let's try using my Arcane Workbench. And let's get a bookshelf. So we get 3 books. We'll get some freaking wood planks, because I know I'm out of them. And we'll get a bookshelf. We'll put our bookshelf, like, right there. So now I can start theory crafting, and I can use the table and the bookshelf. So, study fundamentals. Study alchemy. Mind over matter. 18 artifice if I give it a sticky piston. And tinker. If I give it a daylight sensor, I get more artifice. That's easy enough. I just gotta get some wood planks. There's my daylight sensor. Made 2 of them by accident, but that's fine. And we'll complete that theory. And that gave me some more experience. Oh! I've got more tabs. Basic Alchemy. Okay, Crucible Crafting Guide. Place over a heat source, add water and wait till it boils, add ingredients with the essentia you require, throw in catalyst. Shift right clicking with an empty hand empties the crucible. Each crafting operation consumes some of the water, so you have to replenish it. Piping mechanics can be used for this. Okay. Can craft multiple items at once by adding sufficient essentia and using multiple catalysts. Essentia does devolve over time. Wonder what the purple puffs of smoke mean when this happens. Probably nothing to worry about. Essentia crystals should be fairly easy to craft. All I need to do is break down a quartz crystal into smaller shards to act as a growth medium. Dipping a shard into the crucible should soak up some of the essentia it contains and cause the crystal to grow. Probably costs at least twice the essentia that the crystal will end up containing, and there is the net loss of quartz. Well, quartz is really easy to find. So I'm guessing that means if I do that, and I get a piece of redstone, and I fill this up, damn. I add this, no. No. Oh, I gotta wait for it to boil. I add the redstone. That did give me a potential crystal. If I look at this with the thermometer, can I see what's in it? Is there anything in it? Does this quartz sliver have any atomic properties? Does not. Probably by design. Give it. Okay. So, that gave me 4 potentia at the cost of 10. But it does give me the crystals to work with. And there goes a puff of purple smoke. Let's go ahead and clear that. Let's check our 27.5s. Yeah, see, we got a little bit of flux in this area now. What is this person want? Is this the Throne of Lies person? Oh, yeah. Honestly, haven't even gotten around to playing the game yet, so. Alright, anyway. So that means I could actually create a Lattice Crystal if I can find something with the Lattice Essence. What do I know about essences? If I take a look in my Alchemy tab and go to my Aspects of Essentia, the Lattice is the power of flight. So there should be in a feather Of course. Chicken? No. I guess we go find a chicken. Here, chicken. There's a bunch of chickens near my original base, isn't there? Pretty sure there's a ton of chickens out that way. There's an ether wisp. We're probably going to need to start taking care of them pretty soon. Is that a mineral sapling? Son of a bitch. I looked around for a half a freaking hour to find a biome with mineral saplings in it, and there's one right this close to my base. Son of a... Urgh. I should know better. I should know that before I go flying out all that long distance looking for things, I should check closer to home, because they always end up being like right on my doorstep. Hi, chicken. You're dead. So sorry. I need to figure out what these spirit things are too. Did you give me a feather? You didn't even give me a feather, asshole. Now you have to die too. Alright, we'll go home to base. Yeah, network receiver. Right there. Or network transmitter, rather. Right there. That's the first time I've actually been to base this episode. Alright, so I have these shards, and I have feathers. And they do have the lattice. So if I throw in... First of all, let's break that. Let's break this pillar. Let's see if I put this thing right next to it, if that will fill the crucible. It will not. So instead, oh, it will. It did fill the crucible. Awesome. I think it filled the crucible by itself. Anyway, each feather is 5 lattice and 5 air. So if I toss 2 of these feathers in, that should give me 10 lattice, 10 air. And then I'll probably need some more quartz slivers. So let's toss in 2 feathers. And just toss in the whole stack of slivers. There we go. That got me 5 air crystals and 5 lattice crystals. So I can come back over here, and I can just do the lattice instead of having to do the celestial studies. And I can... What's that plus? I can complete my theory. Nice. It didn't even use the lattice crystal. I just had to have it on me. So that's nice. Does Nitor still function as a flame source? And by that I mean, if I were to break this crucible, break that out, and put the obsidian pillar down right there, and put the Nitor on top of it, and then put the crucible on top of that, and wait for the lag. Okay, that did autofill, and it is boiling, so nice. I don't have to listen to that flame sound. Also, you can use Nitor to cast light, and it's really kind of awesome looking. So, like in here, instead of having this torch over here, put some Nitor up on the wall. Nice. I really like Nitor. It's kind of awesome stuff. I'm already at home base. So I do like the fact that it gives you ways to study the sky. Because it gives you a reason to actually be out at night. Whereas normally I would just sleep through the nights or stay inside. Now I have a reason not to. Gathering all these celestial note thingies. Alright, put the chicken away. Put the torches away. What's next in the Thaumonomicon? Infusion is a little more in depth, so we're going to try Auramancy. Visit the lowest depths of the world, visit the highest peaks you can find. Alright, so the lowest depths of the world is going to be bedrock. Which would mean I come down here. Oh, that's right, this thing ran out of flint and steels. Okay, that's fine. So, I've visited deep and dark depths and have learned much. Go ahead and scan that. I don't have any scribing tools on me. I should probably fix that. Connecting. Oh, that was because I broke a cable earlier. There we go, scribing tools. For the scribing tools, I had to have these glass files, which is just clay and glass. It's nothing special. Nothing we haven't seen before. Alright, so visit the highest peaks I can find. Going to assume that that means that it wants me to go way high up in the air. Which honestly, I don't really need to visit high peaks. I can just probably fly straight up. Yep, all I had to do was get to Y200. Alright, so that gives me the basics of what I need for Auramancy. I can complete that. Alright, discovering Auramancy. Beginning to understand the nature of V. Stumbled upon some dusty scrolls penned by a long-dead thaumaturge. Describes how to craft wands that are used to store and channel V. The insights I learned from the scrolls were useful, but the application seems so limiting. Why trap V in a wand when it's all around you? Even the wand itself seems impractical. If you need something to grasp and shape the aura, it should be something appropriate, something like a glove. So what, there's no wands in this? You make a magical glove? Needs to be handcrafted from the finest leather and laced with V-conductive materials. Iron's a poor V-conductor, but it's all I have available to me at this time. Luckily, there will be no mucking about with magical woods and so forth. To store the V, I will need some way to channel it directly from the aura, a V resonator. Also attach a stripped-down thermometer to the glove so I can monitor the local aura. Alright. Place a receptacle on the back of the glove. The scrolls mentioned using special crystalline foci to channel the V from the wands. So, the V resonator is an iron plate, nether quartz, air and aqua, and 50 V. So let's get an iron plate. Wait. So any iron plate will work, okay. I don't have an engineer's hammer yet? No, I really have no string. I need to fix that. For right now, I guess I'll... What's this Tinker's Hammer make? Yeah, we'll just do that. Actually, that's extremely inefficient. Let's just do this. What else was it? Nether quartz. So, by putting this plate and this nether quartz in here, consuming 50V out of the 355 that's available. So that goes down to 305, and it does start ticking back up. Okay. So V is not a non-replenishable resource. And then the Caster's Gauntlet. Iron, leather, the V resonator, and the thermometer. Do I have an extra thermometer? I don't. But I can make one. So not a big deal. So I need 3 iron, 4 leather, 3 iron, 4 leather, the V resonator, and my thermometer gives me my Caster's Gauntlet. Alright. This doesn't have the functions of... doesn't have the full function of a thermometer, so I'm going to need to make another thermometer. But that does give me access to being able to see what the V looks like in the area. Alright. Anyway, this episode is running a little long, so I'm probably going to end it right now. This is actually really interesting. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to, first of all, make myself another thermometer. Which is actually a lot easier than I thought it would be. Oh, that's right. This has to be done in this, right? Yeah. Alright. And we'll come out here and we'll study the moon. Did you really start raining on me as I was trying to study the moon? The weather is an asshole. Okay, anyway, I'm going to do some more of this research stuff off camera. And when we come back next episode, we'll see what else we can get into the Thaumcraft. So, thank you guys for watching. This has been Nightdagger with episode 28 of A Mod of Minecraft with Nightdagger. I actually paid attention this time. Hope you guys are enjoying the series, and I'll catch you later, peeps.